Hey everybody, welcome back to Vitamin K, and today we are in the park trying to integrate yesterday's session of ketamine, and it is a very sunny day today, which is kind of rare for where I live. Don't judge how I look because because mental illness. So anyways, I wanted to show you guys what part of my post ketamine integration looks like. So I have my pants pulled up to suntan, and then I expose as much as my chest and my face as possible with no sunscreen to get vitamin D. And sometimes I pull up my sleeves. Right now it's about 40 degrees, and then with the wind chill it's about 32, I think they said 34, somewhere 35, I don't know, we'll say 35. I definitely have to do my hair, but right now I'm living alone and I wasn't really planning on making this video, but I don't know, the spirit struck me. I've been thinking about making ketamine videos since my first ketamine infusion back in July 2022. It is now October 2022, and I'm on my second month of Troches, which is the oral, it's like sublingual or buccal. It's also pronounced buccal, B-U-C-C-A-L. There's a lot of veins and arteries here in your mouth, and so you put it in your mouth. It tends to be either mint flavor or strawberry. They tend to come in 100 milligrams, 200 milligrams, ADD. I heard a bag move in the wind. There's a bag moving in the wind. So 100, 200 milligram Troches. Strawberry is a good flavor. Mint, whatever. Your mouth turns numb, so it's not like you can taste it. So, I guess what I found out yesterday, I had done 200 milligram doses. It's such a long story, but the long story short and the moral of the story is that sometimes less is more. So I did 50, 100, 200, 250, 150, 300, and I thought, and my doctor thought, that bumping me up to 300 would be better, and it wasn't. I actually bumped myself back down to 100. So when I got to like 150, 200, I started feeling really jittery and anxious, and I had really hard journeys, so difficult. And I'm going through a difficult time, so that adds to it. And I had sworn to my friends that I wasn't gonna take it until my trip, until my friend was back in town from a trip, so she could talk to me on the phone in case something happened. So she's an psychedelic integration coach. But I was in a really good headspace yesterday. I've been doing so much self-care and reaching out to people, and a lot of people have supported me. That's been surprising. I felt pretty alone 2 months ago when my mental health crisis happened. But right now I feel supported by friends and family, even family that and friends that I didn't think were my family and friends. Does that make sense? Like people that you don't really talk to that often, but then turns out that shit hits the fan and they're the ones that are showing up. So if you're in that position, my advice is just go through your whole phone and just text and call and Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat all the people in there, because you just never know. And some people can help a little bit, some people can't help at all, some people will ignore you, some people will go above and beyond, some people will call you, they'll come visit. A friend of mine bought me some groceries. I know the audio is going to be garbage because of the wind and just the way I'm holding my phone, so I'm sorry. I'm let me see, should we go for a walk? Let's go for a walk. So, yesterday I ended up doing 100 milligrams, and it was such an easy journey. Let's see, we'll give you guys some sunshine here. It was such an easy journey, but I was in a really good headspace. So I've been thinking, like, you know, I have a background in healthcare, nutrition and naturopathic medicine. And I've been thinking, you know, of making like a ketamine guide, and then like a ketamine post-care guide, you know, and also like a guide for people who are suffering with chronic depression, chronic suicidality, suicidal ideation, just to help educate them on what to do. Like, what do you do when you get out of the hospital? Like, if you've been in the psych ward for 2 days or 3 months, like, what do you do when you get home? How do you establish a healthy self-care routine? How do you take ketamine in a healthy way so that you have a good journey and you don't get more traumatized? How do you process your feelings on ketamine? All these different things. And so I've been thinking it would be nice to start a channel to talk about it. Because what I found is, with my background in medicine and science, I'm able to read the reports and the studies and realize that the doctors right now, they really don't know what's up. Like, people are kind of taking stabs in the dark at the dosage and the frequency, and I want to explain all that to you guys. I've been researching ketamine for over a year now, and I'm such a data nerd. And so, yeah, my background's in medicine and healthcare and all that. So I'd love to like kind of explain things to people so they can make the best choice for themselves. And of course, this is all in efforts of harm reduction, because we don't want anybody abusing drugs. And I also don't want to be covering the microphone too much. So I apologize for the crappy audio. I hope I can post this. I hope the audio is not literally so bad. So I guess I'll keep this one short. I don't know what else to say, and I don't want to make it too long. But yeah, definitely, if you have your dose, your troche at home, your oral ketamine, or however you're using it, I would recommend, if you've never done it, you can start with 25 milligrams up to 50. Of course, this is not medical advice. This is advice from a stranger on YouTube. For educational and entertainment purposes only. But yeah, you can go ahead and try if you wanted, or shall I say, what I did. What I did was I started with 50, but you could do 25 if you wanted. They use 25 for chronic pain, 25 milligrams 4 times a day for chronic pain. I did 50, it was great. Then I did 50 once or twice, I think. I did 100 once or twice. Then I did 150. I did not like that. Then I did 200, and those were 50-50, enjoyable versus not enjoyable. Then I tried 150 again, still didn't like it. Then I tried the 300, and God, that's a story for a whole video. That was not the best. I think I could do better. My mindset was so, wow. Yeah, I shouldn't have taken it. My brain was not where it needed to be taking the medication. And I think that's what some people aren't understanding about this medication. It doesn't work the same every time, because you're not the same every time. So yeah, hopefully I'm going to make videos on ketamine assisted therapy and the difference between that and ketamine infusions and ketamine at home treatments. And I'm just hoping to use kind of like my science medical knowledge to just kind of educate the general public, because like I said, it is the Wild West out there. Doctors don't really know. Scientists, we're all trying to figure out the science, figure out the statistics. And I think as a naturopath, and knowing how herbs work and like tinctures and dosages, and how do you dose liquids, how do you dose tinctures that you might make at home, right? You learn a lot about dosing appropriately. And I think Western medicine is taking a really incorrect sledgehammer approach to ketamine. I think the doses are too high still, and the frequency is, I believe, too often. But we can talk about that, and we're not going to have answers to these questions for a really long time. And maybe I just stepped in it and now you hate my channel. But if you don't hate my channel, please subscribe and like it, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.